Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Coach Gibson told me before the game, this is a challenging performance right now. The Big Ten defending national championship conference, but you bring a group of 6 team in here and they want to compete. Many of these players overlooked, under-recruited, and they're coming in here today with a big chip on their shoulder. They want to prove they're just as good as the big boys. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see. He's got an alley. And there he goes. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will have the ball first. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal.
Hey, guys, we just know that we come.
And he's in. Touchdown, Penn State. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Marshall's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes Carlos Del Rio Wilson. This offense is going to be productive. He will have to play well in this one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. The short hands, it's Penn. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Looking down the middle. And the third down pass is incomplete. Marshall will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll take it on the return. Still on his feet. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw. It's Beck. Gets it out quickly. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And the Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The run inside. It's Boston. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And it really doesn't matter what play call this offense does. Like first possession, 3 and out, obviously struggled. This one right here, nothing on the ground. The offensive line has to do a better job. They got to be better up front, whether they want to run it, whether they want to throw it. It's got to start with the offensive line.
Breaks into the open. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Hey, I like this by the offense. Nice job of not forcing it, having to throw the football. Now you make it third and manageable and put your offense in a better position to succeed. That's a nice second down play.
Reads it, fires complete. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Culliver. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Out of the gun, the give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gives it on the option. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now facing a third and long. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Beck. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Bringing the heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Martin. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say.
Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter.
Number 94, set to
and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down...
Makes the grab on the big throw. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You've got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You've got to continue to be aggressive.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. Back to pass, it's Beck. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the option. The option, the keeper. Now the pitch. Got a little grass. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Sowell. And the Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Send the tight end in motion. Running inside. It's Martin. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boston. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Off play action. The quick out. Still running at the 40. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Complete in the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Rush is on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's a passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Caught. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to be...
Touchdown, Marshall! He got it right inside the pylon.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
To the air, it's Beck. Got it. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. What a disappointment. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the number 23 team, the Washington Huskies.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with the Thundering Herd head coach at the half. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Appreciate that, Holly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires on the move. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does, too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They were able to come away with a pick.
Looking for space. It's Martin. Got enough for the first. Gashes him in the middle. Touchdown, Penn State! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Wide receiver going in motion. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires on the move. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. On his way back from the 20. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on! He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Peoples. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the ground with the counter. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And the try is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Runs through a tackle. Maybe a crease.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
going to go right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got some space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Beck. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got him on the sideline. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Man, really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Got the quick completion. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th-quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Caught in the backfield, it's Hamilton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll run play action. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space. It's Martin. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
That's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. They'll pull it on the read. It's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Here's Peoples, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Back to pass, it's Beck. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got him in the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Boston. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Keeps it himself. Maybe some room here. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Listen, there's so many athletic quarterbacks now that do the design runs. I got to make them pay. I got to physically hit them as hard as I can, as many opportunities as I get. They run a design quarterback run. Nice job being physical, forcing the fumble.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here's Peoples one more time. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside, it's Peoples.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. And the Nittany Lions lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Quick step and go. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out